BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guests in here, Meeple Town. It's Dean and Deron from Meeple Town, and we are talking spicy hot games. And the first one I want to talk about is a friend of our show, but also you guys are big fans too, Johnny Pack, and the development work that he did with a game that Henry Audubon designed called Floe. And Dean, I think you've actually got a chance to play it or get a chance to look at it, or you know a little bit more about it than we do.
We have it in Meeple Town right now.
Oh, there it is.
It's a big.
Right, take it away. Tell us about
so
Floe.
pretty.
It is so pretty. You're absolutely right. It is a at its heart, I would say it's kind of a worker placement game, and you have these miniatures, and then you have these little tiny miniature familiars, and your miniatures are going to go around taking actions in kind of 3 different areas. One of those is out on the map, which you're going to explore on the map and go take actions by taking resources and things like that. Lots of good stuff that you can do out there. In the map, you can also go to the caves, and you're going to fight monsters in the cave, and you can get some victory points and some in-game scoring cards and things like that. And then once you run out of heat, because it's cold out there, right? And so once you run out of heat, you're going to have to go back to the village to warm up and spend the resources that you gained to move up a track, which will allow you to take the different actions. It's interesting, though, because on that picture you have right there, you have those little flow markers. Yeah. So if you can see them, it's that green marker right there, the one with the mushroom on it. So those are all different resources, and they go up. In order to take the action, you have to fill up the capacity of those resources. You spend all of them, and then that flow marker moves up. And so what you're trying to do is get that flow marker to move all the way to the top, and eventually you can put it out onto the map, and then that's how you're going to gain victory points. You only get 6 victory points is going to be the in-game trigger, and then you have your objective cards that will give you some in-game scoring. But it's a lot of stuff that you're doing throughout the game and not scoring a lot of points until the end, and everything just kind of cascades as you start getting those flow markers out. You can get victory points the farther you explore into the cave, and lots of other stuff. Half victory points. I kind of want to stop there because there's so much to this game, and it is. And they mentioned this in the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is over, but you can still get this. It's in beta, and so they have the game designed, but there's a lot of changes that they want to make to it, and based on reviewers' feedback and lots of other things that people are saying along the way. I had a lot of feedback for this one, a lot of really positive feedback, but then I had some things that I thought could be probably smoothed out a little bit more. A few areas need to be streamlined a little bit more, but not like a ton. It's really developed well.
So if I remember, there's also, is it a campaign or a storyline that you're kind of going through also?
Yeah,
is there
so
anything to that?
There is. You start off the game, and I actually didn't do it this way. You start off the game and you play the game, and then the second game you add a few more things, and then you add a few more things, and you add a few more things. Well, the way the rule book is set up for the preview copy of it is it kind of starts you into the third game where it throws more stuff at you than you wouldn't normally getting it. But then as you go on, you're also going to be unlocking envelopes and seeing new things in there. And so I've seen some of that's hidden away in this box that I'm not supposed to talk about, but there is other stuff and a lot of things that I don't know about what is in the envelopes and what new things are going to unlock.
Would you compare it to like a Ticket to Ride Legacy type of game? Is like major changes to it, or can you say anything about that? The reason I'm asking is because
nothing like that I've
seen. Yeah, we're about to finish up Ticket to Ride, and it's one of the few big Euro style legacy games that I can think of. My city was not, my city was fun, but they're small, little, tiny games. Mm-hmm. Ticket to Ride's been just a joy to go through, and I kept thinking from our group, what's that next game we could do that's going to have some legacy, maybe have some campaign elements, but it's not cooperative. It's actually competitive. Would this be it?
Probably not.
Okay.
And that's not a negative. It's just not necessarily, I wouldn't put it in the campaign category. This is a Euro through and through. No doubt. It gives me, I've got some weird comparisons, I guess. One is Scythe or Expeditions. And the thing I realized that I love, and those are some of my favorite games. The reason why I love those games so much is because the turns are pretty quick, and there's a tenseness that happens throughout the game where you're rushing to get things before other people get them, rushing to get your stars out and things like that. This one, you're rushing to move up on those tracks. You're rushing through the cave to get through it faster than other people. If there's cards out there, you're rushing to get those before other people. But it is really a race to move up that victory point track. Even though you can still get in-game points, even if you're not the first one to reach 6, you can still win the game. But it does feel tense and taking quick turns and trying to get there faster than anyone else.
Okay. Hey, I just noticed that it's Bo's birthday. Rob's son, Bo, who's a big board gamer. So happy birthday, Bo. Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's amazing some of the games that Bo plays, and including his own custom unmatched deck, a Stay Puft Marshmallow deck.
Darren's perking up over there. He's
that's very appropriate with the new movie that's out now.
That's exactly.
It feels like that needs to have a Marvel crossover with Human Torch.
Hey, brother, what do you think of this? What do you think of this art? Look at this. Isn't this amazing?
I'm so in love with the art of this game. Like, I didn't back it because I just wasn't sure if the gameplay was going to be for me. I was this close, though. I was so tempted, but I realized
his face when art, the dancing fingers when Floe came out.
Oh, I know. I was so excited. Like, I very much want to play it. I'm just worried that it's not one that would hit my table over and over again. I would like to be wrong, and my friend in my game group that tends to back a lot of things, me and some other friends were like, "Are you going to back that, Sydney?" And she was thinking about it. I don't know what she finally decided, but I'm really hoping she backed it.
I was thinking about
I became a backer.
You did? Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah, I don't know, for what that's worth. I expected it to be a lot lighter than it was. Pika is the publisher for this, which is an offshoot of Fantasia. And it was my understanding that Pika is maybe more of the lighter. It's midweight Euro games, thematic Euro games is kind of their big thing. I didn't think this was any lighter than Endless Winter, which was a game that shot up my list as one of my all-time favorite games at this point. I love it. Yeah.
But you're saying this is actually close in weight to Endless Winter?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's lighter.
That surprises me.
Some of that might change, right? With the development of it over the next year or whatever, how long it's going to take. But
I'm assuming this shot right here is the player board you were talking about with the different tracks that go up and down.
That's right. And so the little card on the right side is still on the board with that pink miniature. That's your familiar that's going to go around and take kind of like a secondary action, I guess. And then on the left side, you have your heat tracker. And so you have to, again, manage your heat. Otherwise, you're going to get sent back to the village if you use up all of your heat. Which is not, it's not a penalty. It's just you go back there.
It's Andrew Bosley, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, no wonder. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No wonder. It's all these cute little animals.
Which a little bit of a spoiler, because we haven't talked about this. We mentioned in the Discord, but we just interviewed Andrew Bosley, not Bosley.
Wait, it's not Steve from the Secret Ball? You said it was a renowned artist.
Steve was unavailable, and so we had to take Andrew.
He's probably doing an exhibition in
sometimes you just have to settle for number 2.
Yeah, that's right. It is what it is.
He's probably doing an exhibition at the Louvre or the Guggenheim.
Sure.
Yeah, see, I think that's Andrew's signature there on the bottom. I did not realize that was Andrew Bosley art. Fantastic. So you guys are going to have him on the next episode, I guess?
Yeah, I'm dropping 2 episodes this week because I was a little bit behind. So this one's almost a little bit of a bonus episode. It'll come out probably in 2 days.
Ooh, very cool. Can't wait to listen.
Yeah, and we're not just talking about Floe either. There's also a very interesting discussion about some AI art and its use in board gaming. And so,
boo.
Hope. Oh, wait, is
I'm
that
showing
boo
my
us or?
No, I'm showing my colors. I don't like AI art. I like to see the real stuff. So, but we can talk about that another time. So, Gumbo Overlord. It sounds like they're trying to take over Gumbo Live. You're gonna have to step in with your lawyers because you got a string of guests here: Chris Leader, Andrew Bosley.
Whoever is next will surprise you.
Yeah, keep it up. Well, now, Darren, you didn't say. I'm assuming you haven't played it, but is this one you're interested in? Is Floe a? How do you say that? A play it, a buy it, or a, what's the three things?
Play, purchase,
try,
pass, purchase, play. Yeah. Darren has not played this one. I'm going to speak for Darren. Darren's not played this one.
No, but judging on Dean's description, though, what are you thinking, Darren? I don't think he's thinking anything. I think
have we lost the
game. He's checked out. He's done with this conversation.
I think he's frozen in time. Oh, you know what? His heat. I think the heat
got sent back to the village.
That's right.
So, Darren, we were asking, what do you think? Is this one that you want to play? You want to try? You want to buy?
Sorry, yeah, I did freeze. All of y'all just became little black screens with swirling circles. I apologize for that. But no, this was
Dean was freaking out. That was totally calm, cool, collected.
No, this is one that I am curious about. When I first heard it, I was very excited, and then when I heard that Dean was getting a copy, I didn't have to worry about it as much because I'm just going to have him throw it on the pile the next time we meet in the secret undisclosed location in Louisville, Kentucky, which is closer to me.
I like it. All right, so it sounds like all of us at least want to try it, and maybe some of us are going to buy it. So that is Floe from Pika Games. Thank you, Dean, for that great recitation. BJ.